And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in our chill game as the Ottomans in Europe. House 4, where in this part we're going to be diplomaxing people by the looks of it. That we just freed from Russia. We freed them from Russia only to return them to the glorious green of the Ottoman Empire. Oh, annoyingly, these guys are all Christian. Russia did succeed in converting them from their native religions to Orthodoxy before we liberated them. Oh, that war's over. Welcome to the team. Our spies discover a good bureaucrat in what? In this case, in diplomacy. Thematic for what we're doing, and thematic for the requirements of our political or of our power up here. Remote islet. Get you a nice shade of Ottoman green. Malacca, no. They're offering because they have a royal marriage with me, to be fair. Put it in the treasury because putting it in the prestige is gonna do nothing. We're so prestigious that we cannot gain prestige in such minor ways. Okay, so still working on these guys. Coming along nicely. We send a gift. to you, and a gift to you. And on the 26th here, offer vassalization. You need to go over the month tick, which you actually need to do before we can send the diplomat anyway. There we go. They're all off. They're all vassalized. Okay. Then we worked out if we insult these guys. Cost of 5 prestige. We get plus 100 opinion with these guys. Oh, it's only 25. Screw up the math there. Oh, degrades our relations with them by 100, but it gives us 25 with all their rivals. Okay. Could grab Constitution. That actually would be a thing to take early. Question is, what group do I take? Definitely not a Diplo one. Tempting as trade would be. Could go offensive. Sneak another Diplo rotation in there, or another Diplo. Well, we don't need the Diplo relations at this point. Could sneak another Diplo rotation in there. Liberty desire of subjects. Diplomat. Diplomat wouldn't be that bad for Diplo doing things. At this point, we're kind of running out of religious people, or the right religion. So we could go religious for the Casus Belli, but we're going to get that with imperialism anyway. So we don't really need that. Do innovative. Which would basically be infantry combat ability would be nice. Double relations is not bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. Town Hall's not bad either. Didn't necessarily need to take it that early. But that just means we can immediately just start dumping the stuff we need in. Start building the Suez Canal, which will significantly improve our logistics from west to east. Oh, not transfer trade power. Send gift. 19th of March. And then we get back over to here. On 3rd of April, we get another vassal. May 22nd. So that's going to recover 13 a year. Once that recovers, we might be able to do it with them as well. Maybe they'll find a different rival by then. Make it a little bit easier for us to get them. Is the peace treaty? Yes, it is. So I think whatever units we can free up to go down there. Let's send more troops down. To deal with Jampur in this upcoming war. One of our diplomats are back, of course. Okay. Bring back these diplomats. From places where we don't need them to be anymore. Okay, how's the Punjab war going while we're waiting for more troops to wander down into the area? Things going reasonable. What stacks we do have are big enough that the locals don't want to screw with them. It's always a reasonably good sign. Yeah, we're not going to reinforce them quick enough. Okay, first 3 units arriving. Go sit on jumper. I need to not waste military power. Aragon has invented the concept of a permanent navy. Profits before people, sadly. Okay, we want these sieges to finish sooner rather than later, so we're gonna order an artillery barrage on all the forts, make them fall faster. Pur has fallen. I'm gonna go with the ability for our troops to spread out some more and siege down some more stuff. Well, that's a fort that I didn't know they had before. Well, gotta go siege it down. Oh, get a 5 pip siege general just for that. And apparently now patron of the arts, which is presumably what we're doing with all the ducats that we're not collecting or really spending reliably. It's patronage of the art, apparently. So, John Purr, you're not small enough for me to annex. Okay, that's a different problem. Thought you were 108. Okay. I have grown bigger since we were contemplating that. And that are my... Well, it might be over government capacity overextension. Let's see. So if it is governing capacity overextension, we might be able to solve that. This means we have to keep the war going for about a year. Just queuing up a bunch of town halls. Takes a while. A lot of these are upgrades of existing town halls, but the occasional one isn't. And we keep going, and we keep going. The list should be getting shorter at this point. And we're down into the ones that are only with one. These will add up, right? 100 ones is still 100 more governing capacity, effectively. There we go. Okay, we gotta wait a year for that to kick in. Okay, procrastinating for just short of a year. We'll see if we start getting, well, we probably will start getting call for peace. Yeah, this is probably like 2.5% negative administrative efficiency, so if we clear this up, then we'll have a lot more admin efficiency. Which might be enough to bring them under 100, that's what we'll see. Here's a call for peace. We can just accept that there's a call for peace for a short while. It's not even overcoming our professional diplomatic corps and defenders of the faith and the economic hegemon and stuff. So there we go. Well under our cap. Now are we there? 102. Okay, that's shaved off like 4. That wasn't enough. Was not enough. Should be able to take these back. It's not going to apply quickly enough, which is a different thing. So how do I want to handle this? Vassalizing 103. I suppose we can let a month tick. Let's see what that does. To all the worst core costs. 102, yeah. No, I don't think that's happening. Not happening. Okay, so they get to survive not being a vassal. These guys, on the other hand, they do not. Could seize land, but we're not going to seize land. So we got a treaty with you, obviously. We don't have a treaty. We can work with that. We can totally work with that. Okay. All spare forces go that direction. We're about to get another person jump ships to the Great Ottoman Empire through the powers of diplomacy. In exchange for us liberating a bunch of their territory. Okay, we send them a gift. Healthy gift. 200 or 250 ducats. Oh, we don't have a core in the right spot to do them. We do for them. Generalized trying to ease tensions. Sadly, it doesn't apply to these guys, the people we're trying to improve relations with right now. Almost there. Food relations are working. Already married to them, okay. Raining in an islet. Annexing an islet. And then the month tick. Integrated a vassal, but also been able to declare this one a vassal. So you are now a vassal. I think we'll actually leave you a vassal until we're done with this war. Reconquest. Declare. All troops, go. Yeah, almost, I think, at the point where it will be worth trying to revisit the Ethiopian trade company. And yeah, I think we've almost just broken all the forts, or at least we're on all the forts. The 3 forts left to fall. I don't think we're winning that fight. Okay, let's order withdrawal if we're not winning the fight then. Okay, the fort's falling quickly. Okay. Having rebellions. Let's try to get people to the rebellion sites reasonably quickly. Okay. When that fires, it fires, and hopefully our units will be reasonably close by. Put down the revolt. At which point we're going to lose the air and get worse air. Okay, all their forts have fallen. Okay, so we turn all the cores, obviously. No reason not to. We're not going to be in a position where we can vassalize them. At which point, the rest of it's handing over claims, I suppose. Okay, they don't have a lot of claims, but they do have a couple claims. Try to get those claims if we can. Ah, they got the strait blocked. We have a fleet. I should use that fleet after all. Fleet, please arrive and open up the strait. I'd give you an admiral, but we've apparently got got no diplo power. We wish to do that. This is why you be patient. Because otherwise your military coup goes poorly. Lost our commandant. Okay, I'm gonna replace him with an armor reformer. In some ways, it's probably actually a better person for what we want. Okay, we'll go with that. And then we promote you to Nihilet. Okay, we still got some places where we're not quite. Oh, and I've been hammering you, so you're never gonna come around, are you? Punjab. Maybe. Maybe. We get your liberty desire down. Maybe. Okay. Either way, looks like this is a good place to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I believe I'm going to record one more part tonight. I'm going to put a short break between this part and the next because I need to do a quick leg stretch and I'll be right back. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.